Hello and welcome to another video. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend so far. I'm going again out here into the standard Wild West, trying myself on new decks. This deck is by none other than Elliot Dragon. Elliot Bousseau, his real name, is a French streamer, very good player, very talented brewer and deck builder. And he went 5-1 in the Stream League. 5-0 in the Swiss, and then got shattered in the top 8 in the quarterfinals. With this build of Rakdos Vampires. We haven't seen Vampires in a long time. What changed? What changed is, of course, we got Fable of the Mirror, the new standout card, finding its home here as well. And with that, a card that hasn't seen play before in Rakdos Vampires. Here we see 4 copies of Dominating Vampire. This card, yeah, it needs the requirement of you having vampires in play to actually steal like decently sized creatures of the opponent. But the interesting part, of course, is with Kiki, with the reflection of Kiki Jiki, you can perhaps copy this Dominating Vampire even during combat of the opponent, like when they're attacking with multiple creatures. You can copy the Dominating Vampire in their turn, steal one of their creatures, untap it, and then block with their creature whatever other creature they're attacking with. Of course, this is like the Wonderland Unicorn scenario I'm just explaining to you, but this is what you can do, perhaps. And of course, you can just swing for a ton of damage. You can steal opponents' creatures and just kill them, right? With the Fable copying Dominating Vampire. And then you have 4 Immersturm Predator to then continuously sacrifice the stolen creatures into the Predator, to get rid of them for sure. And of course you have Bloodtithe Harvester and like Voldaren Epicure. You have some things you can copy with the Fable. And the rest of the deck, I mean, you just have the good vampires, right? The Voldaren Bloodcaster that can turn into like this engine that produces 2/2 flyers. If you have 5 blood tokens, which is kind of gross as a 2/1 flyer. Already a good card with the triggered ability of when it dies, you get a blood token, or whenever any other non-token creature you control dies. It's quite the card, right? Just not that good against Spikefield Hazard. But that card has seen less and less play, besides my Izzet control decks, I guess. Voldaren Epicure, nothing to say there. Valentin, of course. Interesting. Valentin, of course. Usually you see the 2-mana, the 1-mana 2/1. I don't know the name, that just escaped me. But Elliot forgoing the 1-mana 2/1 here and being a little bit more mid-range, I guess. Valentin has the ability of creating 1/1s when an opponent's creature dies. And it also exiles Eye Twitches and Shambling Gas to any other creatures that have death triggers. So that's neat. We have some play with fires as cheap removal. We have some Infernal Grasp. And of course Florian to accrue some card advantage. The mana base is great. We have a lot of utility lands here. 6 Zenica Mythic lands. And then we have Den of the Bugbear and Hive. We have 26 lands in total, essentially. But yeah, 12 of them able to do a certain thing. So you're not really flooding out. Duress, 4 times on the board, of course. Powered Kill as the removal against white and any green stuff. Meathook Massacre, can never hurt. Valki, sure. Nighthawk Scavenger is a vampire. Henrika, great vampire. Also lifelink against aggro decks. Nice utility card that you can bring against a lot of matchups. And we have 3 Sorins, which, yeah, just makes sense. I mean, Sorin is like one of the best cards against control decks or against like slower, mid-rangey, grindy fights. And it makes a vampire as well, which synergizes with the deck. So it makes sense to see Sorin over something like Reckoner Bankbuster. And an Anje, Maid of Dishonor here as the last card down there. Yeah, I don't know. Just a good card, right? Like that's always the luxury problem that these vampire decks have. They have like a ton of good 4-drops. They just have them all. Too many of them. So yeah, this deck, Elliot Bousseau, great deck builder, and the deck looks solid. It's playing a lot of good cards, and it's just incorporating Kamigawa's Neon Dynasty Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Is Fable like the best and most played card out of Kamigawa? I'm not sure. Maybe. The Jace got smaller. The Jace got smaller. Did you just see that? The avatar? I think it got smaller. Anyways, like maybe they fixed some overlay there, some artwork or whatever. Okay, we have freelance. We're on the draw. Alright, this is... We're on the draw with freelance and a free drop as our first play. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably keeping it. Like, I have all my mana, but not having a 2-drop. Yeah, not great, not great. Okay, I'm playing against white, so I think I want to keep the Shatterskull in hand. I think I will play this. Yeah, no, I will play this, yeah. Then if you draw a red 2-drop, or like any 2-drop, you can cast it if you want to, and if we don't draw a 2-drop, we can just play this tapped. And if we draw like a Den of the Bugbear, we can play that. So I think it's best to play this on turn 1 instead of this on turn 1 tapped. Play a fire. Yeah, like... Imagine we'd be on a play. We at least have like a play here, but like... This is exactly why I didn't want to keep this hand. This is exactly why I didn't keep this hand. It happened, essentially. Like the absolute worst case. We're on the draw against the triple 1-drop start from mono white. Like, yeah. No bueno. Well, I guess I'll play Florian, huh? Because it's the only card that actually stops my opponent's board. I would like to play the Fable because it's good against removal. But I think I just have to hope that they don't have anything here. Like, if they remove my Fable, I'm basically dead already. Anyways, like, yeah, this is. I mean, if I had the Fable, I would have blocked there, go to 7. Now I'm dead. Now nothing can save me, right? Like this. Yeah, I'm dead. Kill this. Get a 2/2. Block here. Take 5. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that was a. Yeah. All right. Fair. Happens. I guess a card that definitely should be in the stack, I would think, is Ray of Enfeeblement, right? Where is it? Maybe Elliot forgot about that one. But that card should be here, right? So good against mono white, and mono white is like the best aggressive deck. So what's good? What's not good? Like Meathook, obviously good. Powered Kill should be good. Henrika usually good too. Lifelink and so on is nice. Immersturm, yeah, less good here I think because they have like Skyclaves and Barukafas. They don't really care about the Indestructible that much. It's still a fine card, but I think Henrika might be better. Being a lifelinking flyer, the potential upside is just better. Like this thing obviously also dominates the board. But here the lifelink and able to sacrifice a creature. Like I can sacrifice an Epicure and they sack something real sometimes. But we still have to cut 5 cards here. Yeah. I could cut a land. 26 is a lot. Could cut like an Agadeem. Like we're not returning many creatures, I think, in this matchup. I don't think I want to cut any of the cheap stuff. Although the Epicure definitely gets outsized very easily. I think I have to shave on these 3 drops actually. Maybe I just have to shave on the Vampire, but like isn't that my main card to raise my opponent with? It's tough. I wouldn't know what to shave. Like I could cut this 2/1. This is tough. I don't know. Maybe the Valentin? Like the more vampires I cut, the worse I make this card. So that's like sort of an anti-synergy there. You know what I mean? Like how do you sideboard properly? Maybe I don't know. I would tend to think you have to cut the dominating vampire, but that's also the main synergy in the deck. And the reason why we played a Fable, so I'm hesitant to just cut the dominating vampire. Okay, now we are on the aggressive sort of here. Already stopped, okay. So I could steal one of those, but for what? I think I'll just kill the Talia and play my Fable. That's a little, I don't know. This card is good when you're like ahead and when you're like, when the damage really matters. Right now the damage doesn't really matter, so. It's more like a, it's like, it's good when I have a sacrifice outlet, and it's good with Fable, I guess. But otherwise the card is a little too situational for my taste. And that's always been the case, and it's always been the reason why I didn't want to play it in my vampire stacks in the past. I mean, there are other problems with vampires, of course, but yeah. It's situational, that's the issue there. And the more I sideboard and the more I shave on Immersturm Predator or on various other things, like Fables, Dominating Vampire, etc., the more I make it weaker, right? Because I remove other cards that are good with it. Yeah. Just to give you some insight in my thought process there. Valentin. Okay, I guess I'll play that, and then I kill the Spellbinder with the Harvester. And attack for 5, and make it 1/1. Yeah, and I think I will just cycle. I don't know what I will do, but like, yeah, I don't think I wanna play this. I'm gonna use one of these blood tokens to cycle this one for a better card. We'll see. Okay. Ha! Stealing that one. Ooh. Right? Yeah, like that's a ticking time bomb now. Which I will have the treasure next turn. I mean, I could also just kill my opponent. Like just kill it. Yeah, that's probably best. Should I make it another 1/1 here? I don't actually think so. I think I should keep the treasures. This has menace, so I can attack. I should keep the treasures for the Dominating Vampire next turn. It's better than the pest summoning. I mean, now I think like this is the last turn of the game anyways, so I just put the most pressure on them, play a vampire, steal their creature, attack with everything, and that should be a game. So yeah, I don't need to play like a, oh, can I find a better card with the Epicure or something like that. But yeah, vampire was like, it was okay. It wasn't like, maybe Florian has to go. But a 3/3 first strike is quite the card. I mean, Fable just always feels so good. It's just, yeah, maybe just cut the vampire entirely on a draw. I'm also not sure about the Predator. Like that card's pretty medium against like if I cut the Predator and add this, then I don't have any sacrifice outlets. Then this is basically just for the Fable to like, it's just, and I'm gonna be on a draw as well, so I'm not gonna race my opponent. So the damage output I get from a Dominating Vampire stealing a creature and then attacking them is unlikely to be relevant. Last game we were clearly the aggressor. We were like on the board. We had a good draw, so therefore the Dominating Vampire was good and was like good to get us over. Like, but like for example, maybe a Predator would have already been, you know, similarly good or better. Could also play Sorin, but it's a little low impact. I could also play Valki. It's maybe actually what I should be doing. Maybe cut an Epicure for Valki. Like Epicure, yeah, you know, it's good against Usher of the Fallen, but that's about it. Otherwise it just sits there, does nothing really, just pings the opponent, makes it blood. Not that great. But you know, I also don't feel comfortable cutting like everything. I'm playing this deck for the first time here, and you see me thinking everything like super through. This is awkward. This is really awkward. But I'm gonna keep. I mean, yeah, we have a draw. Well, yeah. Maybe it's a little too many shock lands, like pain lands. Maybe it could go down a little bit on that front. But luckily my opponent is not fast this time around. What I was saying is that, yeah, I'm playing this deck for the first time. I'm really trying to analyze what's going on and really think to understand everything. Yeah. I'll just kill it now. No reason to wait, and then they have, I don't know, Valor Stance or any kind of trick, Wandering Emperor plussing on the Skyclave. Okay, I guess I'll kill it now with the trigger on the stack, so I keep my token around. So this beautiful. Like, they didn't have an aggressive draw. Now we can draw a card here. Everything going our way here. Sweet. Okay. Make that big, okay. I'm gonna start the turn by cycling. I mean, technically I need 6 lands, I guess, but still. Like, I have a 6th land if I want to. And non-token creature, I get a blood, okay. Yeah, we just sack a creature here of Henrika. It's gonna be the token, of course. Looking good, looking good. Can't complain. Nothing in the graveyard to get back. Okay, now this is extra expensive. It will just be a land in this game, I think. Smash. I could just block with the Bloodcaster. Why not, right? The Gunjo? Some sort of trick. Okay, sure. Happy you didn't use that on my 3/4 lifelink flyer. I mean, should probably just cast the Predator this turn. I could cast Florian, but I think I just want to be mana efficient. I'm gonna kill the... Do I want to kill a creature over there, actually? Technically, they do not have attacks right now. But if they remove this, they can attack for 7, but then I still have a lifelinker. The thing is, why I don't want to kill a creature is if they have, for example, Adversary. Then they make that a 5/3 and pump the other thing. I mean, I would still be able to beat that with my board alone, but it would be a little annoying, you know. So I think I'm just going to pass. I have the blocker. Yeah, I think that's fine. This plays around a very, very good creature coming off the top here and bothering me. Right, so now to be able to attack the Henrika profitably, I have to kill this. Which I guess I will do. So I'm so far ahead now that probably even an adversary off the top won't help, you know. Meathook for 1, sure, I guess. Okay. Alright. Pass the turn. Okay, cool. Beat the mono white player. Yeah, they really didn't have a good draw in game 3. They didn't have anything aggressive. They didn't have any aggression. Yes. Diamond tier 1. Okay, guys. Diamond tier 1, 4 pips. Mythic game, huh? Game for Mythic. Let's go. Sealed Ravnica mixer. What is that? Did they mix all the Ravnicas into one sealed? You can play with that? Sounds kind of fun. Alright. Let's see. Mythic. Can the vampires bring us to Mythic? Bring me to Mythic. There's gonna be a lot of vampires in the next set as well. The Maestro family in New Capenna is full with vampires. So, giving you a little taste of the vampires again here before we dive into the next set. Alright, I mean, nothing special, but it's a hand, it has lands. It's keepable. It's a sweet artwork, not gonna lie. Ghost in the Shell vibes. Yeah, I mean, I have a tap land here, so I think I'll just start with that. So I can guarantee myself a good 2-drop. Banky boy. Alright, regrets. I should not have done that. I should have known I would draw Black Source. Anyways, no, of course not. Yeah, let's go. Playing against blue-white control, I suppose. This can also give itself haste, or other vampires, by the way, so that's nice. Esper. Alright. Esper Planeswalkers. Let's attack. Drawing 2 play with fire is probably not ideal against Esper. Meathook Massacre also seems like a big problem for with my vampire deck. I guess that's the question we have to ask ourselves if we want to be real about this deck. That's a good test, right? Playing against Esper. It's always a good test against Esper. Like, is your deck actually able to beat these good stuff mid-range decks? Path of Peril. Okay. Yeah. I just lost my board. Great. Fantastic. I guess I'll just play free, or should I start cycling these? Draw some cards, play Valentin. Oh, just playing a free sounds so abysmal. You know, like, this card can be really bad, and that's what I'm trying to tell you already last. You know, this card can just be terrible. And here it is pretty terrible compared to other cards you could cast for 3 mana. It's situational for sure. Oh no. Stop. Oh god. Oh man, yeah, that Path of Peril, I mean, what can you do? Should I have not deployed onto the board? At least we got a lot of blood tokens, I guess. But we still lost 3 cards. 3 actual cards. Okay, wow, that's a lot of grindy stuff. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna lose this one. Sadly. This already feels like a game that I'm playing, but I already lost. You know, like, it's just like, we're playing on, But the Path of Peril resolved. I lost my early game aggression. This is it. And now they have way too much time. They can deal with all my things. Yeah. We'll see. I'll fight a little bit more, but it does feel like I'm already dead. And I've played plenty of games of Magic from that side over there, from the controlling side. So I know how it is like. The odds of me winning this game have to be like my opponent has to run really badly, and not find like Wandering Emperors, etc. Okay. Yeah, sure. So I could play both and then give one haste. So they're gonna get a 1/1. They're gonna get 1/1. I should just play fast. Like this is. So they're gonna get a 1/1, and then I can maybe steal the 1/1 next turn. But then they accrue and respond, and then they have a 4/4. So all my free frees just absolutely suck. They don't do shit anymore. So next turn I won't even have attacks if I don't find something reasonable off the top of my deck. So I guess like the free route onto the board is just nonsense. And I think I should just go for this. I don't know, like all my plays just suck right now. I guess I have to find an Infernal Grasp to get through the 4/4. Something like that. Or I have to hope they make mistakes. Like blocking my 1/1 here with their 1/1 would be a mistake they could do. They're thinking about it maybe. Or they might just be trying to draw into March of Otherworldly Light, but then they should have done it before I attack to kill my Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, before I get to attack. Oh, right, they can just screw there. Okay, I'll just concede. I didn't see that. Yeah, okay, that was a punt. I didn't see that, of course. That never happened to me, huh? That never happened. But yeah, you can just, when you have one Bankbuster done, the other one can be crewed. Okay, cool. Play of Fire gone. We don't have an Abrade, unfortunately. That would help. Dominating Vampire just looked atrocious there. Predator looked pretty bad. We want Sorens. Henrika is okay. Duress is great. Valki, I guess. Just the Planeswalker side is going to be really good. Infernal Grasp, keeping 2. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, Dominating Vampire doesn't seem good at all. Anje is just a big body, and this is like a tough to kill creature. Both bad against Wandering Emperor. Yeah. Could also see cutting like an Epicure. It's not great. Like Epicure is just like a role filler. It does some things. Alright, let's keep it like this. I think this is a good idea. Alright, like Banky Boy. I could play like a Power Word kill for another Bankbuster. They also have Hall of Storm Giants. Well, sure, why not? I'm a little bit... This seems to be an unusual list of Esper. Maybe they're not so Planeswalker heavy. Because they have Hall of Storm Giants. That's a card I usually don't see. And they have Path of Peril. I haven't seen that before either. But Path of Peril is smart. It's very good against green-white. Because green-white has a bunch of tokens. Just blow all those up. It's definitely smart. For 3 mana. Or for 6 mana, you have just generic sweeper. It's a nice card. Esper has a strong variety of sweepers between Doomscar, Meathook, Farewell, Path of Peril. Yeah, you got some options. This opponent really taking their time. They really... I like this. I mean, I sort of like... I don't like to be bored and to sit here and wait. But I do like when you have the feeling that your opponent really cares about winning and really plays tight. And my opponent gives me that so far. Yeah, I mean, hand's not great. I don't have a 2-drop, but I have Sorin, which is one of my better cards, so I'm gonna keep. I mean, I have a 2-drop, but you know, I don't have a proactive 2-drop, which is what you want against control decks, to get onto the boards and to get under them. So, especially on the play, if you get your 2-drop under them, they're always sort of on the back foot a little bit. Yeah. And my opponent, I said I like when they think, but my opponent really thinks a little bit too much. I'm starting to get bored. What can you click on in this strat? Can you turn off the candles? Oh, you can. Not all of them. I am not disconnected. Let me see. Is my internet working? Yep, everything's working. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. Just skip ahead to the action. You have the luxury of skipping time. Well, I can't. I have to sit here and wait for my opponent to make a freaking mulligan decision. I mean, maybe they have an earthquake and the world is going down over there. Who knows? Maybe they have the good reasons to not be here. That'd be your way, huh? Getting to Mythic by opponent timing out. The most honorable way. Yeah, it might just be, huh? Might just be that they... Some disconnection problem. Looks like it, huh? Damn. I won. Okay. Wow. So undeservingly. We were down a game. We were down a game. Can I? I don't want it. It doesn't feel like I deserved it. We were down a game against a potentially bad matchup. Okay, I guess. All right, we're Mythic. Yay! Woo! I did it! I did it! So we are starting at 336. All right. Well, more games to be played. This time, not in Diamond anymore. I'm not a Diamond player. Pfft. I'll look down on those folks now. Up in Mythic, where I feel comfortable. And we found an opponent instantly. Very nice. Sir Maki of Carrick. I swear they made the J smaller. They made the J's avatar smaller. It was bigger before, I swear. I swear. Alright. Ooh, what are you? First time. Okay, okay. Now we can turn 3 Dominating Vampire. Give itself haste. Haunted Rich. Haunted Rich. Seems pretty apparent that they have a removal spell of some sorts. So if I play my Harvester, it's just gonna get smushed. So the question is, I could play Valentin. But I guess I kind of want them to kill this because I have Florian, so I have like valuable creatures in my hand. And this is not the most valuable creature, but yeah, a Braid or something, yeah, sure. And if I cast Valentin, they might just not do anything. But of course, I would rather have them Infernal Grasp my Valentin, I think. Ooh, Grixis, huh? I can steal this attack. Get a treasure. I guess that's kind of decent. With the choice of playing Valentin? I don't think so. I'd rather keep the treasure around. Be nice to have something like Village Rites. Village Rites is legal, right? I think so. It was in Kaltheim, I believe. Yeah, Village Rites with Dominating Vampire is pretty good. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna steal the Vampire and kill Sorin. That's also pretty nice. But yeah, it'd be extra nice if we could sacrifice these creatures afterwards. That'd be extra nice, obviously. And I'm not making any land drops, which is pretty bad. We're clunking up our hand with nonsensical free drops that don't do anything on their own. That do stuff, but like I'm not getting ahead in this game. Well, my opponent is getting a Fable now. Like that's the problem. Yeah, anyways, like I'm always complaining. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can play Florian now. I have to play this. I have to kill the Sorin off. I could theoretically steal this and then attack with both Dare and get a treasure, cast a Bloodcaster, get on the board. I guess that's a good idea. But then I still have the 2-3, but yeah, what can you do? But at least I get the treasure. They also had 13. Yeah. This could be my Grixis Invoke list. So far, they played only cards that I've had in my Grixis Invoke list.
You reek with terror.
Yeah.
My will cannot be
It's a good deck. That's a good card. A little late to the party, maybe. Maybe not too late. So this will prevent them from getting counters on the loaf, which is neat. So every creature my opponent has will be exiled. I think I'll just do this. Let's see what happens. I have to kill the Kiki likely anyways, but yeah. At least the loaf won't get any loyalty here. Alright. Now I could also kill the spider, but I have to kill the Kiki, I think. Like I could just eat that and then have 2 free frees. Then I have a Kiki and a loaf and 1 loyalty. Basically the decision is, do I want to rather have them have a spider but no Kiki and me losing a free, or do I want to have them not have the spider, me a free, and then them having the Kiki? I'm basically like, it's a swing for, they get a body, I get a free. If I kill the Kiki, you know what I mean? Like the Kiki is worth, like my play with fire here is worth a lot. Like either the Kiki goes or I have a free and they lose a spider. But the Kiki will copy the treasure, goblin. The loaf won't have any loyalty because loaf needs creatures to die, which they don't right now with Valentin in play. They don't die. They value the Kiki. I mean, They will have 2 creatures left. I will have 4 creatures left. Okay, I'll just kill the Kiki. I think it's just safer. I don't know, but this is close. I don't know, this is tough. Like, what if they draw something good? Well, what? Oh, if a non-token. Damn it. If a non-token dies. Oh, that makes things more complicated. Shit. Why would you say non-token? Why would you... Damn it. Oh, man. Can you say when it was a non-token you may pay 2? You know, like whenever a creature your opponent has dies, that makes it so much worse. Like there's so many tokens running around. Man, that makes it... God. Well, I'm still gonna do this, I guess. But now they can make spiders again. Yeah, not good for me. I guess I could have been more aggressive with my attack. Could have like attacked everything at Loaf. I maybe should have done that, huh? At least the Kiki was exiled, huh? So at least that has happened. I took a while there. I took a long time to think through that turn. I hope I didn't bore anyone. Yeah.
Get in, get out. Easy mission. I've got all kinds of connections.
Should I discard a Florian here? I kind of want the blood. Because I kind of want the Voldaren Bloodcaster to flip. Okay, if I attack all on Loaf, they block my Bloodcaster. They jump here, they eat that, and take Loaf takes 1. Yeah. Not good. But I think I have to do that anyways. Loaf takes 1, but they gain... They're just gonna make extra spiders. Oh my god. Loaf is such a headache. Ugh. Such a headache of a card. For any aggro deck that doesn't have trample. Pff, so good. So good. And like all these mid-rangey black decks, they're just so good against aggressive creature decks. With their Meathooks and their Loaves. Yeah. Loaf is just fantastic against something like vampires. I think maybe last turn I should have like attacked with everything at Loaf. I wasn't quite aware. Yeah, I mean I didn't do that because I thought they wouldn't get any counters because I didn't quite read Valentin. If I would have read Valentin and would have understood how it actually worked, I would have done something different there. And I also should not have attacked with this Epicure, I think. Like, why do I attack with this? I guess, yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, they could just go for a double block. Now they have a removal last card. I mean, I think I can again concede. Like, this is just stupid. Yeah, this is a waste of my time, I think. They have 2 Planeswalkers. I'm losing my entire board. They're going to make 2 spiders here. They're drawing cards with Kaitor. It's just, it doesn't even feel close to being close, you know what I mean? But my opponent's a little weird here for not trying to kill this vampire. Like, when they could just double block this vampire, get another counter here, and then make, like, they kind of messed this turn up. They should have just killed my Bloodcaster, double block the vampire, get another counter here, make 2 more spiders. And now they can't make spiders without losing Loaf. They probably still beat me to death easily, but that was maybe a punt by them. Yeah, I think that was certainly a punt. They could have just let the Bloodcaster trade with the 2/1/2 and then kill this in combat or something like that. Yeah, they should have just killed this. Or kept the Grasp and then kill Florian. Who knows? But at least get that 4th counter on Loaf. So you get the 2 extra spiders out of the deal. Which is like infinitely better than getting to draw a card. It's just a repetitive thing, right? You get the 2 spiders, they die, you increase loyalty again, you have another creature dying, and you make more spiders. And making 2 spiders is like for free. So much better than drawing a card, especially when you're being attacked. Okay. Infernal Grasp. I think Infernal Grasp might be worse than Playfire. Playfire actually kills the Fable Harvester if they play that. Kills Loaf potentially. Immersturm Predator. Should be kinda good. It's not that great against Meathook, I guess. Okay, Valentin goes. You disappointed me, Valentin. Sorry. You gotta go. Dominating Vampire was kinda decent against the Planeswalkers, I gotta say. Cut some Predators maybe. Cut some Epicures. Only keep like good cards. Florian was kind of bad too. Just dies to all the removals so easily. But it's still a card that at least have to kill. Like Epicure and the Valentin are just so irrelevant as cards on the board. They will just be swept away by Meathook. That I think those have to be even, like those are even worse than Valentin. So we just have Voldaren, we have a Play with Fire, and we have 5 lands. I think this is not quite good enough. I want some more beefs, a Sorin or something. Okay. That's also a mulligan. Just 1 black on the play, that's just way too risky. I mean, I could risk it, but it's just like, we're gonna miss a lot of the games. Alright, this is better. Probably just gonna do this, huh? Yeah. Alright. Play this tapped. Yeah, oof, I don't know. Like, we need to find a Sorin, I think. Opponent kept a 7. Like, they're so far ahead on cards. Yeah. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, I think my opponent's playing Grixis Invoke, so I guess that's kind of cool that they're playing the deck I created. It's spreading, it's infecting other people. Always makes you proud, of course. Ah, that's a card I don't play though. But it makes somewhat sense, it's not bad. Yeah, I'm a little afraid of a sweeper here. Yeah. I guess I'll cycle this Bloodcaster and see what I find. If I find a Duress, for example. Florian. Yeah, I mean, this way I get a bunch of blood, this way I get 1 blood. I guess I'll do this way. This one I can also copy of the Fable. I suspect they will have a Meathook here. The way they kept the hand, I don't know, like maybe I shouldn't even have played this. Oh. No Meathook. But I have to sack the Fable. What do I want to sacrifice? Maybe just the worst creature? Making treasures is pretty good though. I think I just sacked the Bloodtithe. Okay, sure. I mean, that makes me think they don't have a sweeper, right? Maybe they do, maybe they're gonna pop it off now. I wish I would have found Duress. So good with Florian, Duress. Fable, Mountain. I guess those are the 2 options. I guess I'll take the Fable, right? Like, it's a little awkward against the sweeper, but it's okay. I mean, yeah. I still get the Kiki at the end of it. Yeah, and if they don't have a sweeper, it's pretty good. Duress. Did 8. I wish. I mean, I don't even have a clean removal for that 2/3. I guess I have Dominating Vampire. I could draw into that. I guess I'll cycle this away. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. What do I do here? Oh, they just concede. Wow. Okay, cool. I guess the draw is kind of mediocre. I might just play. Like, this is really good against Sorin. If they keep Sorin in, this is so good against Sorin, right? Like, it just killed Sorin. So I kind of like the idea of the Dominating Vampire. Maybe I just got more Epicures. Alright. 1 Epicure for good measures. For that turn 1. When I want to curve out, turn 1 Epicure, I have the 1 in my deck. Yeah, the Immersturm Predator is kind of nice against the black deck, theoretically, right? Because they don't have Exile usually, but Soul Shatter, they already showed me that, so they have that answer. No, wait a minute, they didn't show me Soul Shatter. But I know that my Grixis Invoke list had Soul Shatter at least. And Soul Transfer, both, which are both good against Predator. And Meathook is the big one, because Meathook is so good against Predator too. Alright, that's a mulligan. Opponent mulligans 2. His hand's reasonable. This hand is a fine. It's a fine keep. Oh yeah, let's go. Alright. Now we're talking. Love that. I really like this card. It's so cool. It's so cool, but ooh, that's a good card too. But I can kill it with the Harvester, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I really like this card, but just yeah, maybe get enough vampires in the next set to make vampires really competitive. It's a lot of lands. Now I'll just kill this and I get another blood token, which is kind of cool. I guess we'll cycle a blood token. Get rid of one of these lands. These are like a combo together because you only need Harvester and 1 blood token, and then you play this, and then you minus the Harvester, and it kills a 4 toughness creature because you get the blood token before the ability resolves, then it counts the number of blood tokens, and it kills a 4 toughness creatures, which is pretty good. -4, -4. Alright, sure. They're down to 2. Okay. Blood token is really important here against my flood. Let's draw a card. Get another 2-for-1 there. Awaken, okay. Yeah. Duress. Try to sacrifice a thing, I guess. They could sack the Hive. Ah, sick. Ah, that's so good. Damn it. Now I'm a little bit under the gun. But I have a life-linking creature, I suppose. I'm gonna cycle the Awakening. Okay. Should I Duress here? I think the last card might be a spell wide. Like it's a land. Jeez. Now I fell into the trap. And we both Duressed each other. Had nothing. They didn't make a land drop. You know. That's why I was thinking it was not a land. But now they can trespass her. No, they don't want to. Okay. They're gonna get the Valki back, I guess. But now I'm winning, I think. Like my creature is better than theirs. I mean, they have a life total advantage, which is pretty huge. Alright, that's good. Now we have the removal. And it flips back to day. No loaf. Okay, no loaf. Nice. So now, even if they draw a Meathook, they can't kill my Henrika anymore. So, yeah, the best thing they could draw is probably like a loaf. Invoke wouldn't be bad either. Do I play this land? Probably not. So, if Trespasser attacks, I guess I'll just block the Harvester, because I'm gonna kill it. Yeah, I mean, blocking is much better than actually minusing, because the minus cost me the ward cost. Yeah, and the Hive I don't care about the Hive. Like, I'm easily racing the Hive right now. Although it'd be kind of nice to kill the Hive, but then I would have to lose both my creatures. So that's not an option, I think. I want to kill the Hive because then it takes longer for Valki to come down. Non-token creatures. I could just get aggressive here instead of trying to draw cards. Like Hive of my own. This is very good against top deck Invoke though, which I kind of like. The question is, I think I should just draw cards, to be honest. Like, yeah, like it's nice to get to this, but like right now, oh yeah, perfect. Like right now, it's just so unlikely that I'll get there with the Bloodcaster because I don't have much creatures on the board. So I think it's just better to use my Bloods to draw cards. But that is certainly an interesting dynamic. I haven't played a land yet, so I could get the Den, or I could get the Valki and take their Valki. I mean, their Valki doesn't really do a whole lot. On the other hand, like, I don't know, it's close. The Mild Valki doesn't do anything against their 1/1. The Kaito, okay. Sure, they can't cast Kaito, huh? They put both of these on black, maybe a misstep. But I guess they wanted to really make sure that they will be able to cast the best cards off the top, which is Invoke Despair. So that's why they did that. Alright, we beat Grixis Invoke. I don't know if this is necessarily a good matchup, but we beat it. Yeah, I mean, that last game, my opponent didn't have the best draw. And in game 2, my opponent also didn't have like a Meathook or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not convinced that these mid-range decks do seem like a tough opponent for this vampire deck. Dr. Mango, we're on the play, that's good. That's a mulligan. That's pretty bad too, oh my god. Really bad. Should I mulligan to 5? Probably not. Just hope to draw well off the top here. That's the goal. Draw Fable, draw Florian. I don't know. Something good. Okay. That's good. Fable is just, it's such a good card. Another black-red deck. Okay. I think I'll discard this Blade of Fire. Okay, that's a thing, I guess. Huh. Guess I actually go for these first, so I have creatures to sacrifice next turn with the Predator. Okay. So I guess we're gonna confirm here again if Vampires is actually playable against this in this mid-range world. We'll see. Like, what is this Vampire deck trying to beat? What is the dominating Vampire Kiki combo for? It's probably really good against Celestia mid-range, right? Just stealing all their tokens sounds very nice. Yeah. Celestia mid-range, dominating Vampire does seem very good there. With Kiki especially, they don't have much removal, so they might just die to that. Okay, so I could shock myself to attack for 7, put them to 11. I think this is the route to victory, honestly. Like, playing the Bloodcaster, is that the real deal here? Maybe it's okay. So put them to 14, then I have 7 in the air next turn, and then 7 again. This would put them to 11 the next turn. I mean, the clock isn't different, I guess. I think I also played as Agadeem. They already showed me discard, so they might have more of that. And I might want to, you know, activate the Hive next turn. Anyways, and I don't want to pay myself free life while like they have Meathook and a 2/2 that's attacking. Like they could attack. Like they could definitely. My life total could be relevant in this game. And if I draw another land off the top, I still have a blood token to like prevent me from flooding or whatever. The reason why I kept it in hand was essentially the blood token, but I don't. Yeah, as I explained. I mean, I hope you don't mind me going through these super in detail things. Like that's stuff that you usually don't think about, hear about. Not even commentators mention things like that. But this is essentially giving you in-depth trade-off explanation. You're always making trade-offs, right? In Magic, like you always, is this play better than this play? You have to weigh them against each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like this just feels abysmal. Like this feels so terrible as a matchup. I'm just gonna concede this. Like I can't beat. Forget about it. Yeah, like I don't know. Like these mid-range decks, I think they have a big leg up on Vampires, at least in game 1. Maybe I can make that change here in the post-board game, as we did against our last opponent, right? When we bring in Duress and so on. Cut these Predators. And what did I do? I had one of these in and I had the Valki, right? This is what I had, right? I think so. Yeah, looks good to me. Oops. Yeah. Well, maybe we can repeat what happened last game, I guess. Sorin is very good, but I mean the engine of removal, sweepers, Fable, Planeswalkers, Invoke Despair. Like your opponent really has to be really slow or without a sweep or something, and you have to have a fast start. Things have to go really your way. I guess we have to rest now so we can interrupt what they have a little bit. Reckon a Bankbuster. Meathook, Fable. Nah, this Duress was okay, but it couldn't really disrupt my opponent fully. They still have a good curve here. Fable is unreasonable. It's such a good card. Now they can dig towards more sweepers. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. They're happy with the 5 cards they haven't had. Yes, I was about to say. I would not be surprised if Meathook Massacre hits the stack in any second. Yes, I took that from you with the Duress, but you drew it again, so not my day, I guess. All right. I mean, we're not out of it, but now my opponent again has secured them a lot of time. They're getting to the mid stage, late stage of the game. I mean, they kept 5 cards in hand. What am I supposed to think, right? Like, they kept 5 cards in hand. What am I supposed to think? Of course their hand is insane. They didn't have any cards they wanted to cycle. So, this was also something I guess I should have anticipated. But I mean, there's nothing we can do against it. So yeah, we're like, what am I doing here? I'm going to activate Den of the Bugbear here to kill off this loaf. So the question is, in the aftermath of that, do I want a Florian in my hand? Everything's gonna die. Like I'm gonna be left with a Goblin. They're gonna have 2 cards in the Bankbuster and a card from the draw step. One of those cards is good, by the way. We know that because they kept it with Fable. It's probably a spell, right? Like they kept it with Fable, so it's good. Is Florian going to be able to like be good in that situation, or do I have to find something better like a Sorin? I think I have to go for something a little better here. Does that change things? That changes a little bit. Like now, actually, I can do this and then post blocks. No, that doesn't work. So pre-blocks. I would have to do pre-blocks. Pre-blocks kill the spider, but then they can choose which one to kill. Which, I don't know which one they'll choose. But I guess I'm going to do that. I'm going to kill the spider here. Now I can attack the goblin at face. Because I'm going to kill a spider. Just put a stop, attack goblin at face, and shoot one of these spiders. Nothing has first strike, so yeah. They'll get the 1 loyalty. Oh no, they can crew. Oh my god, no, Arne! No, I forgot about the crew again. Oh my god, the second time. Oh my god, I was supposed to do nothing. And then they crew, block my den, and then I shoot the freaking Bankbuster. That would have been so sick. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I missed that again. How do I... Man, it's like, I don't know why don't I think about that? There's a Sorin actually. Huh? Oh, I'm so frustrated. That was stupid. So if I make plus here, block, take 4, go to 1. If I minus, I will have 4 blockers against their 5 attackers, essentially. Then I will lose the Sorin, so I have to plus. Oh, I feel so bad. That would have been actually, that would have been a good play, and I didn't see that. I just totally forgot against stupid crew. I think I want the land play, yeah. So to have my Sorin survive, I have to jump twice and then Sorin goes to 1, right? They could also use the decay tokens to crew, which is kind of funny. Probably going to do that, huh? And then I jump, I guess. Yeah. It's kind of a neat combination. Zombies crewing. Oh, they go for face? What the heck? Whoa. They really want to just kill me, huh? And I don't have any good blocks. I would take 5 here, I guess. I could also take the full 9. But then the Meathook kills me. Yeah, I mean, like my play last turn with the play of fire, I definitely messed that up, but I'm not sure if it would have saved me. Like this game, I don't know. Yeah, especially like with that card, I'm pretty sure I would have died anyway. Like, okay, all right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my play of fire play would have been better. It's good to point that out, but it wouldn't have changed things in this game, I think. Yeah. My opponent absolutely demolished me. Oh, 2 games in a row. What a clinic. Yeah, but that's you know, I'm trying decks out here, so some are good, some are bad. That's just how it is. This one I think is not well positioned right now. It's not a bad deck per se. I don't want to say that, but yeah, I think like with these mid-range decks, you just do better. I would say. So here I jump there, go to 3. Yeah, there's no card in my deck that can save me. All right, that was Vampires, Rakdos Vampires. I play the decks, so you don't have to invest the wild cards into them. So you know about them, and I mean, I looked at its deck and it looked fun. I was a little skeptical when I first saw it, like, wait a minute, how is this good in a mid-range world? But hey, better to know than to just guess. And I think now I know a lot more, and I can say that maybe not the greatest right now, because yeah, a creature deck that's not fast enough or doesn't have like, yeah, trample is a good ability these days, I think. Yeah, this just seems like a worse mono green aggro in a way. I know it's a completely different deck, but I think with mono green aggro, you would have actually have a fine matchup against what my opponent just brought to the table. But one mono green aggro would also struggle against Wandering Emperor and Vanishing Worst. Those white cards, Tombscar especially, if that's also on the table. Farewell, oh my god, mono green Farewell, you die. Like mono green has problems, but at least mono green, I don't know, has more built-in card advantage in their cards and has power and trample, so Loaf is not an issue, which is huge. But like this deck, like Loaf is so tough to beat, and Meathook is tough to beat. This like black, I don't think you can play it right now. But still, here's the deck. That's Rakdos Vampires. If you like the video, if you like the content, or if you have any other thoughts on the deck, dispute my opinion, you're always welcome to leave a comment down below. Give me a like and a subscribe if you like the content, and see you next time. Bye-bye.